Maria back with another video. I just got home. I went to the store. My intention was to get a camera. I know I said I was going to. I had every intention of doing so. I'm going to have to go to a few more stores. I know we don't have Best Buy anymore, but the truth is I'm intimidated by technology because I don't use very much of it. So I don't really know what I'm looking for when I get to the store. My digital camera, the one I bought, the one I'm using right now, I believe my son actually picked it out for me. So when it comes to stuff like that, I'm hands off, and I need as much help as I possibly can. And since I was by myself, I got overwhelmed, and I just basically left the store. So I'm going to have to do something different and get another camera somehow, some way. Maybe I'll get one off the internet or whatever, but I just don't like buying things that are, I don't like anything that basically I have to turn on. I'm not comfortable with that at all. And so, yeah, I'm going to use the same camera. So I'll just have to make do until I find it. Now, I was willing to actually spend the money. I just don't feel comfortable buying electronics of any kind at all. So anyway, today I was thinking about why people feel competitive, and I know that I already talked about laws. I'm not going to bore you with all that. But the fact is that, we have the right to be protected. We have the right to pursue whatever dreams we want. And, there's there's people right now who, maybe a girl or boy, for that matter, who's 17 or some age around that, somewhere around that age, and they're planning to start their life. They're planning to go to school. They're planning their career. And, the way things are now, it's like people can immediately just swipe their dream before they even step out the door to even begin their life. And that's why I'm trying to make people understand this. I know people can't have an appreciation. They don't seem to have an appreciation for it. But we're living in a time where, people can just take things from you anytime they want to. And these sort of tactics haven't been in place for many years, but it's far more expedient now than ever, okay? Like, for example, there was a time if you ran into trouble, you could maybe go to another state and start all over again, and things would be just fine. Now we have the internet, and there's no place on the face of this earth that you can hide, okay? So it can get pretty bad, okay? So that's my point, and a lot of people don't realize that there's reasons why. We think that these laws or these policies or these procedures are just something that we should roll our eyes over, or we think, come on, that's ridiculous, or everybody does it. Yeah, they do, and there's a lot of people who are out homeless, or there's a lot of people who are in severe mental anxiety, depression, who go out permanently on disability because people just can't get it. And so that's my point. It's like it gets to be over the top, and I'm sorry that somebody felt like my family and other people felt like they were trying to compete with me. That wasn't what I was ever trying to do. They made it very difficult for me to ever even feel comfortable 1 minute, to feel relaxed or at peace one day of my life while I was working, raising my son. That is not an exaggeration. Every day I had a sense of anxiety. Every day I felt like I wanted to cry. Every day I felt like I was scared half to death. I always felt like my life was threatened every single day of my working life. That is the truth. And now I'm looking at the situation I'm in now, and I can't believe it. I cannot believe that these people have literally shut me out and made it very difficult for me to even get another job. This is an evil program. I can't stress to you enough how evil this program is. And it takes the hardworking, it takes the best. And people think, well, you're being arrogant when you say you're best. I work hard, okay? Just because you see bags under my eyes and I'm not all enthusiastic right now, I work very hard, and I'm tired of not getting what I'm worth. I'm tired of having to work 10 times as hard as the average person to obtain the most basic needs, okay? Most people who do the kind of work I do, see, my family acts like I'm trying to be a CPA right now. That's how they're acting. They're the way they're carrying on and manipulating my job. They're acting like no. What is wrong? Many people run the office. Some people do it since the time they stepped out of high school. So what are these people making a big deal out of? Their petty behavior is just absolutely unreal, okay? And it's not that my goals were unobtainable, it's just that my family can't mind their own business. It's none of their business. You know, my goals were completely feasible. I had a whole thing laid out. I had, you know, exactly what I wanted to do. And they destroyed my life. They basically destroyed everything I ever cared for. So right now I'm 46 years old. Do I have time? You know, do I have time? That's what I keep thinking. What's going to happen to me now? You know, I'm in a town that I can't deal with. You know, I'm hoping that this plan works well. I mean, I'm doing the best I can to look for work. I'm doing the best I can to look for work, and you know, the transition of getting a roommate is far more easier than trying to secure an apartment. If I get a 2-week notice, then I can put in my 2-week notice, and I can get a roommate like that. You know, I see ads all the time. Okay, that's not the problem. Okay, so that can be fixed just like that. So I already figured that one out. Okay, but it's a matter of actually securing the job. Okay, and then, but still, you know, look what they've done to me. Look what they've done. Look at how many years they've wasted from my life. And I was talking about that situation when I was working in Chatsworth. You know, me having to finally just say, you know, I can't do this anymore. I cannot. And I felt horrible about it. I really did. I mean, I woke up, that was a horrible time for me, a really bad time for me. And I had to say, I can't do this. And I can't really, I really needed as much reassurance as I could, because I felt so guilty about walking away from my financial responsibilities, but I had no choice. I couldn't do it anymore. And I felt bad. I really did, you know. But I did. So I came here to start all over again. And like I said, weird shit, just weird shit. These people, I mean, I was in a constant state of fear, panic, and worry. And now I'm like, look at the state that I'm in. I can't believe this program is relentless. It is absolutely evil. It is disgusting. And now I'm hoping that they finally get it. I hope they finally get it. Now, how I have to pick up the pieces and try to figure out how to get my life back together. But I'm determined to try to do it. It's been very exhausting. Today, like I said, I sent off 3 resumes, and I'm actually surprised I did that. Okay, I actually spoke with 3 people. I'm actually surprised I did that. Okay, this week, and I think that's pretty good. Okay, I have to start very slow. Okay, I'm very tired. I'm very drained. Look, I can tell, like, sometimes, like, I had to erase one of my videos because to me it just sounded like babble, because I felt as though it wasn't in a logical order, because I'm that run down, I'm that tired, okay, because I'm constantly working. When I go to bed at night, I keep thinking, what's going to happen to me when I'm 60-something years old? Where am I going to be? What's going to happen to me now? Do you realize how many years these people just ripped out of my life, losing jobs and picking me up and putting me here, and then making me go through this, and this happens to so many people, and so many people don't know how to speak up and say, hey, you know, this. They don't know how to explain from an administrative point of view as to why this is wrong, and I'm telling people why this is wrong, and that they have rights, and when this happens, their rights have been violated, and it's the root of the problem, because many people don't know. They know that they have, some people were whistleblowers, okay? Like in my case, I had an issue, and I did everything I could just to move on, okay? But these people kept attacking me anyway, okay? But some people actually took it further. They actually pursued legal action, or they may have reported to a particular agency, and they were able to have their name traced back or whatever. And people went after them to do it, okay? In situations, but whatever the case is, they have the right to do it, okay? Still. All right? But they still don't know exactly who's involved. And some of these people are still continuing to go out with their friends, and their friends and their family are the ones who are basically digging their grave, okay? These people have dug a grave for me. They have. They have dug a grave for me, because these people have put me through entirely too much. So I can tell, I mean, I'm worn down. I can tell that for 46 years, I have never felt so worn down in my entire life. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, and I cannot believe that this has happened. I can't. It's a program that is absolutely relentless, and it's just, look how many years this has been going on. Okay, they've been doing this since I started working all my jobs, since I was in high school. But then when I was raising my son, they made my life a living hell. every day of my life. They would not leave me alone. These people, I'm so glad they're out of my life. I can't tell you how glad I am. And there's fear sometimes. I keep thinking, are they ever going to come back in? Are they going to do this to me again? Because I literally feel like I've been raped multiple times. I really do. That's exactly how I feel. You know, and I'm fearful that they're going to come back. You know what I mean? I literally am fearful. Okay, so I'm trying. Today I felt like falling asleep at work today. I really did. I felt like just curling up and going to sleep. Or telling the boss, hey, can I go home? But I knew that the lady was working on payroll, and I really didn't want her to have to sit here and like retract hours the next paycheck, or however she would do that if I decided to go home, you know, after she was working on the payroll. So I just kind of like, you know, did my best I could and slowly dragged through the day, because it's too exhausting. I mean, why should I have to sit here and worry about, am I going to be homeless at 60 years old? Why should I have to worry about, am I going to have enough to retire? Am I going to be able to, you know, make it in a different town? Why should I have to be doing any of this? You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know, I'm the one who's getting punished for nothing. I can't even tell you. You know, my sister is someone that I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I ever was born into that family. I am. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I'm so very sorry. But I'm very grateful to say that it's not my fault. It's not my fault. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up, and hopefully I'll get another camera. For now, okay, this is so funny. I realized that if I flip my digital camera upside down, somehow or another, it uploads the videos quicker, and I don't have any disturbances. So for right now, I'm doing everything I can to like stretch out this whole like buying a new camera thing. But it's not because I'm not willing to cough up the money, because I am. I'm willing to spend maybe $100, maybe close to $50, $150. It's not something I really want to do, but I have no other outlet, so to me it's a good investment, and it's something that I need to do because I have nothing else. Okay, so it's not like I really want to go out and spend excess money, but I need to right now. So, and I do have to pay my bills this week. I know PG&E called, and I sent my payment. I don't know if they have received it yet. I wasn't at work, so I really couldn't tell, but I try to hang on to money because I'm thinking, are they going to make me homeless? In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, are they going to keep doing this? What point are they going to do this? How much are they going to continue to do this? Because I'm always afraid that they're going to do something to me, and that's how I feel. I feel like they could kill me at any minute. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but, you know, why wouldn't they? They've done all of this. Why wouldn't they kill me? You know? So I can't tell you what it does to the mind. So anyway, I'm going to, in this video, I'm going to take a shower. I'm probably going to go to bed early tonight. My back is killing me. Not because of that, but it's just like I'm really tense today. Today I'm really tense, you know, because I keep thinking, I'm constantly worried about this issue. How could I not? You know, how could I not worry about it? Constantly tense. So anyway, I'm going to end this video, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.